The community eligibility provision is a program that I'm a great fan of. We're able to provide meals to everyone without differentiating between eligibility or burdening the administrative load processing through all the applications.
And the community eligibility provision allows all of our students and families to get a healthy breakfast and lunch every single day without having to do all the paperwork.
And in my opinion, it's about the best thing that could have happened in our district, and I'm sure in a lot of other districts.
For us, it is an opportunity to serve all of our students despite social economic status.
The CEP program is a wonderful program because it helps us to feed our student free of charge. So we provide breakfast and lunch with no charge to the student. And it also helped us to eliminate the free and reduced lunch applications.
It ensures that every kid gets a hot meal in the morning and at lunchtime, regardless of socioeconomic status. It just eliminates a lot of barriers.
CEP doesn't necessarily have to be district-wide. That's within the district to decide where they want to focus.
You can have the district or individual school or a group of schools. And so we have all our schools participating. We have 73 schools participating in this program.
With this program, all of our kids get the healthy meal that they need at school. Food is not something that we have to worry about, that all kids have a full belly when they're in class learning.
They are going to get a nutritious meal that meets all the components that they need to make sure that they are still successful in school.
You have students that don't get fresh fruit and vegetables at home, and I encourage them, eat your vegetables, eat your fruit. We have so much to offer here.
And there's no stigma associated to it. So I think it just sets our kids and families up for success.
It allows students to come together on a uniform basis to enjoy their meal, and it takes the question or the burden of embarrassment out of the child's hand.
It gives them a way to just feel like a normal kid and not have to worry about it.
So it kind of put everybody on an even playing field. It just made everybody equal and no big yous and little me's anymore.
School can be a challenging place, and we want school to be a safe place where kids can learn and get everything that they need to be successful. So with this program, no kid feels singled out. Everyone is the same.
It allows for a more streamlined and efficient process of getting students through the line.
They could just come through the line, get their plate, take what they want to eat, and go sit down and eat without having to worry about, I'm going to be embarrassed coming through the line.
You know, every kid is treated exactly the same when it comes to food, our food service program. So, you know, in the mornings, you come in, everybody has the opportunity to get a breakfast. So if you want one, you can have one.
It takes the burden off parents for completing the meal application. You know, it was becoming a headache for our parents.
Every kid is automatically enrolled. There's no lengthy application process, so we get to service all of our families.
A lot of times this population, they just don't have the resources. They don't have the resources to get to a computer, submit that paperwork. So it takes all of that stress off the parent. The parents don't have to worry about filling their cards with money. They don't have to worry about whether or not they can afford a breakfast or lunch for their students. Those kids automatically from the get-go are getting free breakfast or free lunch that day.
And there might have been some students who just missed being eligible for free and reduced, so it was still a struggle for those children to get to eat. Now, with the CEP program, all of our students get to eat for free.
So I think it just takes the worry out of it, right? Like our families know that when they send their kids to school that they're going to get a healthy breakfast and a healthy lunch. And so for those 5 days out of the week, families don't have to worry.
We've taken that question of food security during the school day, school year, off their plates completely.
We can worry more about learning than we have to worry about are they getting the food they need.
Since the program is up and running under the CEP umbrella, paperwork is heaven.
We do not have to worry the principals or the staff in collecting meal applications.
And this gives them the chance to feed kids and not worry about it and take one more thing off their plate.
This program has streamlined it. It's made everything so much easier for our students and families, our teachers, our support staff. It's just been a huge win all the way around.
It allows, I believe, the principals just that percentage of time just to focus on the true academic and instruction time.
And again, you wanted to feed a kid, but they didn't have an account, and how do you draw the line? Eliminates all of that.
We're feeding more students on a daily basis now, which of course is a huge benefit for those students. And then just knowing that when you go out to the schools and you see the kids eating and smiling, and then you get to feel good. And so you get benefits all the way around.
Kids are going to show up because they know they can get a meal today. They're going to show up and they're going to be ready for whatever comes in the classroom.
One of the things that as educators we try to do is maximize instructional time. And so there are so many things that can take away from that. And so this program, kids are taken care of, so teachers don't have to worry about it, so they can focus on instruction.
Everybody knows that a well-fed child is going to learn better. They're able to focus on what they're doing. They're not distracted because they're hungry.
They're going to be a little more settled and better behaved when they get to class.
They're not having to go to the nurse because their belly hurts.
When you eliminate a need, a primary need of hunger, being well fed, then kids can focus on their academics, they can focus on participating in activities and clubs.
So we can't even fulfill our mission at our school if kids aren't fed.
I think the best thing you can do is ask questions, reach out, see if you qualify. Because if you do, the process it's not a lengthy process, but it's something that can be so beneficial to your school and to the families that you serve.
It would behoove any food service director or any available school district to take the time to invest and figure out exactly how the program can leverage or benefit their individual education agency. I would encourage everyone to kind of introspectively look inside and consider the child's perspective, our student's perspective, why we are here. And certainly if there is an eligibility at your local school district, that represents a need.
We want all kids fed, and the CEP does that, and it's worry-free. It's worry-free for kids, and it's worry-free for staff and teachers, and the message is it's a benefit to everyone. It's a huge win-win.
Certainly this is a program that could apply to any number of communities throughout the state of Missouri.
Hunger and poverty is every human being problem. It's not an urban problem, it's not a rural problem, it's an everybody problem.
I would hope that we would worry about all our kids, no matter what their circumstance is.
Let's give them all the tools they need to be successful throughout the day.
For school leaders, I think all of us want to make sure that our students are set up for success when they leave our buildings. And this is a program that allows us to make sure that the needs of our kids are met. And so we can focus on other things.
To my knowledge, there's no downside to it, so don't be afraid to jump in.
We never know. We might be the only friend that student has. So if I can offer that student a free meal, and he knows that I'll be here every day to offer that meal, that's enough for me. I don't do this for the income, I do this for the outcome.